And it's very easy for me to talk about, but in footy, in football you keep getting knocked down. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to get up. And what you learn in footy is it'll actually test you, and I don't get too deep around because it'll test you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And people say, what do you mean? Well, you know, we know some people treat it like a religion, but it will test your body because it'll do things like that. It'll test your mind. It's about how you think about the game. It'll test your emotions because it can be really, really hard. But it'll test you spiritually because it actually tests what you believe about yourself, your friends, the world out there. It will test you. And what you've got to learn is that when you get knocked down physically, when you get knocked down emotionally, when you get knocked down mentally, you get up again. And it's easy to say, but what happens with a lot of people is they might get knocked down one time too many and they don't want to get up. And what a really good group of people does around them is they help them get up. And what footy clubs are really, really important for, any sports club, is they're about helping people get up again. So for you to be involved in this, it's really important for you. But it's also really important, I talk to a lot of footy clubs, and I think team sport is really, really important for our society. Really, really. And I'll tell you what, I think if it hasn't happened yet, you'll get a single child, no team sport, no team involvement, they'll grow up, I'll get a partner, single child, no team sport, no team involvement. I get together, they'll have one child, single child, second generation, no team sport, no team activities. And then we'll put them in the workplace and say, work as a team. And they'll go, yeah, and have no idea what you're talking about. So more, because there used to be big families, there's not so much anymore. So you might say, well, I'm only a child. Great. But if you have friends around you, if you have people like this to help you enjoy yourself, to get out in the community, to get out and have fun, because remember, anybody, if you're not out there having fun, why are you doing it? Footy's really good. It's good fun. And sometimes the big league footballers forget. It's about having fun. It's called the game of football. The game of football. You can't run away, no, you're not allowed to run away. Alright? So, and I think when I say this to a lot of people, I used to be a teacher a long time ago. And think about this, if you're having a hard time, you've got to develop or have 5 people, because we used to say to primary school kids, you have to have 5 people you can be safe with who you trust. It's very easy for a little kid to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, it might be your parents, might not. Might be an uncle, might not, might be a teacher, might not. We used to say to little kids, let's have 5 people in your life that you know if you're under trouble, you can go and feel safe with and get help from. Well, I reckon in the modern world, as adults, you need to have 5 people yourself. And so that might be hard for you. You might say, well, I haven't got 5 people. I know there's a few people there who might help you. So maybe one of your people with someone at Recklink might be able to help you. I'm sure someone at Recklink would be able to find another one for you. Maybe someone here, and if you're homeless, you're out in the street, maybe someone else who's out there with you is someone who can help you. Well, that's someone you can help as well. So think about that. In your life, do you have 5 people? Yes, I don't. Okay. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to get up and you're just going to say, no, I haven't got 5 friends. Well, maybe you start with Recklink because you need it. That's really good. And you start to think about, are there 5 people out there that can help? And there is a lot of help out there. Sometimes it's not where you're expected to be. I know you can have a harsh life, but really look about you improving your life too. Because one of the things I learned in footy is that you have to take control of your life on the ground. You've got great coaches, you've got great teammates, you've got great people, you've got great supporters. We're just talking about, I married into a North Melbourne family, and the North Melbourne Cheers Club used to be Madden and Essendon, I reckon. They're fantastic. They used to play that up, they used to boo me. I knew I was doing a good job if they're booing you. Boo! That'd be excellent. So the North Melbourne Cheers Club, great, yes, the Cheers Club, great. I lost my train of thought. Well, I bet you having people help you. And footy clubs are really, really important. And you've got to run your own life, you've got to run your own game. So it's my career. Just think about this. I talk about how great I was, 360. Did I tell you I won the longest medal? Did I tell you I won best and fairest? No, I tell you I'm second round. Should have won. Should have won that. I was second. I was beaten. Oh, gee. No. But when I was 25, I had been captain, got sacked as captain. Had won 2 best and fairest, so I found myself sitting on the interchange bench for the seconds. And this is before they had interchange. And once you're on, you're on. Once you're off, you're off. Back then. So before we had interchange. And I thought, well, the next thing what happens with that is normally career finishes. you end up sitting outside with a pie and a beer, you know, watching it with everybody else. And I'm at the end of that season going, well, do I blame anybody else? And I say to myself, well, I have to take responsibility. So what can I do to be a good footballer again? Because some people here think I lessen my ability than I do. So what am I going to do about it? And you're a bit cheeky, so I said, I'm going to win the best and fairest next year. A bit cheeky, I've already won a couple, and I said, now, I could have got injured, luckily I didn't get any injuries. But what it meant was I'm going to do everything in my power to win the best and fairest next year. So I won the best and fairest next year, so I won the best and fairest year after. And it's not about patting myself on the back, but what I learnt was, I had to take responsibility for my career. Everybody was there to help me, but I'm the bloke who had to say, yes, I'm going to do it. Now, you think about hardship, good friend of mine, excuse me, player I played with, Neil Danaher. Neil Danaher is dying from motor neuron disease. Now, if you get cancer, they'll say to you, oh, well, you've got cancer, so we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this. You get a motor neuron disease and they say you're going to die. That's it. There's no cure yet. So think about him, he could have said, oh shit, I'm going to die, 3 years. It's actually past that. Over his 3 years, about 3.5, nearly 4. He's been in the other side. He could have said, I'm going to die. I'll sit there. I go and travel and do things, or I might get sad in the corner. So he said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise money for research for motor neuron disease. So he's taken, while he's got a death sentence, he's going to die, he's actually taken charge of his life. He said, no, I'm not going to sit back and be sad to myself. I'm going to do something with it and make motor neuron disease curable in the next whatever. He's raised, $25 million, I think, at least over 3 years. So he decided that, so he's a bloke who's going to die, and he's not feeling sorry for himself. He's gone, I'm going to do something about it. That's right, and that's because he's been so good, the company gone, geez, we've got to put something in too. So he's actually had two influences, raising the money and getting the government to put in with it. So for you people, I don't talk too long, and I hope you have some questions. Just to remind you, I'm just really good at football. I watched it. Because we went away from that. But to say that I know you've had hardship, but footy teams and sports teams and groups like this are really, really important to be part of. So make sure you come along, make sure you get involved as many times as you can. Make sure you're looking to find some friends.
Get down to training.
Get down to training. How do you expect to get better at footy if you don't have the training? And when we were a premiership side, we used to do extra training because we wanted to be really good. So we'd have official training and the players would get together and say, come on, we'll have another training session because we wanted to be good. So thank you. You might have some questions. I don't like preaching, but there's some ideas I have. So really good luck with it, with your life. Make sure you've got 5, that's 10, sorry. There's 5 friends that can help you. Make sure you're linked in with
Structure, good structure to be involved in, getting together with this footy. I think Simon's right on the money there. We're going to support each other with our lives as we go forward. And it's a great message, fantastic message.
Just fancy, when we talk about, we talk to be independent when we grow up. You've got to be able to look after yourself by yourself. But we're actually interdependent. We are dependent on other people. I get on the train in the morning, if I go to town, I expect it to get there safely. I'm dependent on that. I don't expect to get there on time, but I'm dependent. If I had to do the train somewhere, because geez, we have a lot of problems. We automatically think that we are by ourselves in our situation. No, there are people around us we are dependent on, and sometimes the people are dependent on us. And a footy team is very interdependent with everybody. Good luck. That's a bit heavy, isn't it? Good luck is, just.
No,
Hope there's something there for you, and good luck with your